Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome. I am uh, kind of excited about tonight because I love the topic. I absolutely love it. But I am also worried about my little shirt here. I'm trying to make sure that nothing comes out of here. Actually, this is actually a dress, and it's dipping down a little too low. How low can I go? I don't know. I don't want to go too low though. How are you guys? Happy Friday. Let's see, who do we have here in the chat? We have Mel to the B. Hi, Mel. How are you? She says, hi, Dee Dee, Divas and Men. Happy Friday to all. Okay, I love that. Lakeisha is here. She says, hi, Diva. Mel, happy Friday, everyone. We have Simply Taisha. Happy Friday, Dee Dee and Divalicious fam. I love that. And then she has those little emojis, but on StreamYard, I can't really see them. Taisha, I don't know what's up with that. Okay, and then we have Bev. How are you, Bev? She's saying hello to the people. We have Linda. She says, hi, DD and family. I love that new profile pic. We have Jen F. How are you, Jen? She says, hello. Felicia. I love that. She says, hi, divas. Love it, love it, love it. Who else do we have here? GLP-1 reset with Anissa. How are you? How are you? I love it. I love it. Oh, we have my girl Doris Goody. How are you, Doris? She says, hello. Oh, all right, very good. I love that. Before we get started, I'm going to mention this a couple times today. But I just want, before we dive into the topic, we're talking about GLP-1 weight loss, and we want to know, is that changing dating and your intimacy life that you have going on? So if you are married, we want to know too, because has things spiced it up or changed for you? I don't know, but I would love to know. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. But before we get started, I want you guys to mention, if you're out there watching, tune in tomorrow night. My girl Taisha and I will be going live. Yes, yes, yes. We will be live tomorrow. We're talking Mounjaro versus Zepbound. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to just talk about ourselves, our journeys. We're going to be talking about some content creator stuff toward the end. So we're just going to be chatting it up. So tune in tomorrow. That's tomorrow night at 7. I think I do have it scheduled and ready to go. So I'm excited. One of the cool things is Taisha and I actually have been talking about getting together for a while now. And I just, you guys see how busy I am on YouTube, and then with my personal life and my family life. At the time I was working, so we were talking about this a long time ago, and we just kind of I was able to squeeze this in before I went back to school. I said we got to do it before I go back. So that's what we're doing. But this has been a long time in the making. So tune in tomorrow night. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. Mindy says, hey. Mindy, that's so funny. I always think of what's happening when you come in with the hey. I love that. All right. So let's get started with our topic. So I'm going to tell you guys, I was on the internet scrolling, minding my own business, like I always say. And I came across this article, and it talked about, actually did research. You know how we want people to do research with people who've been on these GLP-1s for some time, not just the initial, research that they were doing. And so they say they call these fat jabs. Have you guys heard that term, fat jabs? I don't like that. I don't even like the word shot. I like injection better. It sounds like sophisticated to me when you say injection versus shots and all that. So they had this study, and it's this institute. What's it called? Let me see the name of this institute. And it was in the UK. So that's why they're called fat jabs, because this was in the UK. All right. So in this study, basically, they wanted to know what are the dating life impact, of being on a GLP-1. So now this was in the U.S. In the U.S., a survey of 2,000 single adults, 8 out of 2,000 single adults, but they didn't ask me. So it says 8% reported to using GLP-1 medication. So out of 2,000 people, 8% of those people reported using GLP-1 medication. And out of those, How many people who are using the GLP-1 medications, I want you to make a prediction in the chat, take a guess. How many of those people by percentage do you think noticed a change in their dating life? So what percent out of 100% of those people do you think noticed a change in their dating life? I wish I could guess, but since I see the answer, but I'm trying to think of what I would have said, and it's not even, it's a little close, but not quite. So what do you think? All right, okay. Oh, geez, Louise. Yes. Okay. Simply Taisha came in first with the first guess. All right, Mel just chimed in here. What do you think? You know what? I'm feeling I gotta just stop and say, I'm feeling so sophisticated with my glasses on. I just love it. I feel very sophisticated. I don't know how I was feeling before, but I'm feeling sophisticated. Remember that song, Sophisticated Lady? Move out something. I forget how it goes, but that was the song, Sophisticated Lady. Oh, geez, Louise. Okay. Oh, we got some good guesses in here. All right. So if you're at home watching, you take a guess too. What do you think? What do you think? Out of 2,000 single adults, 8% reported using GLP-1s. But of those, how many do you think noticed a change in their dating lives? And actually, if I was on here, I'd bring the results way down. Because I haven't been dating. All right, so let's see. I'm going to post your guesses up here. I like to call them predictions. So we have 85. Okay, Taisha. Mel says 75. Mindy's coming in with that 50. Bev's coming in with the 45. Bev says no, no, no. Linda, she's coming in with 65. She says finally the glasses. And Lakeisha's coming in with 70. Anybody else want to take a guess? All right. Did anybody get it on the dot? No. Who was the closest? It was, I guess if you were considering not going over, it would be Mindy, right? Because it's 59%. 59%. Now, Linda was, I guess if we're doing who was the closest, it would be Linda's journey. But if you count going over, you know how like in most game shows, they say you can't go over. But so between Mindy and Linda, you were close. Okay, Doris is coming in with that 75. 59% of people noticed the change in their dating life. So I would thought it would be higher than that. I would have probably went somewhere between Taisha and Mel when they said 75 and 85. Okay, so yeah, only 59%. Now, how many people? Okay, so how many percentage of people do you think out of that, that 2,000, and 8% of them are taking the GLP-1? How many percentage of people do you think got more matches on the online dating app? And they just named Tinder and Bumble. So maybe those are the happening ones, Tinder and Bumble. What percentage do you think got more matches? Ew, that's a good question. So, and I can imagine when you're overweight and you're scrolling, you might not feel as confident, maybe you don't get chosen as much. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ooh, geez, Louise. So how many got more Tinder and Bumble matches? All right, nobody's has it so far. So we have Mel says 90%, Taisha says 75, Mindy says 30, Lakeisha says 50. It's actually not a trick question. The answer is kind of tricky. It's tricky to rock a rap to rock a rhyme. That's right on time. It's tricky. Okay. 55%. Okay. 25. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you, anybody else want to take a guess? Because so Felicia, she said 65. Well, it was, Mindy says 30.2. Love that. Is it what percentage of the 59%? It doesn't say, but I would have guessed, right? Because those are the people that noticed the change. But I don't know. Maybe these people didn't notice the change, but this percentage of people got more matches. So I don't think they have to be exclusive. or connected. Beverly says, but it doesn't specify that. Beverly says 44%. Well, I'm going to tell you, this is a shocker. They say 14%, only 14% got more Tinder and Bumble matches, right? So, geez Louise, that's not a lot at all. And then they say 12% were going out on more dates. So only 12% going out on more dates. That I can relate to because I'm not going out on any extra dates at all. And then 17% bought new clothes to flaunt their weight loss. Now, how many people in here, tell us, how many people in here has bought new clothes to complement their new weight? And I'm going to have to say, me, but I just went shopping. You guys, I shared the pictures where I just went shopping and bought some new things. I've held out for a very, very long time. I might have to pin this because I don't want any accidents over here. Yeah, Anissa, yes, Anissa won, hands down. Let me put that up. I forgot to say that. Anissa, yes. She came in with the, what did Anissa say? 25. You go, girl. Yes. How did you even know that? Jeez Louise, you were good. All right, very good. So who's bought new clothes, showing off that shape? So Doris says you're not down enough yet. Okay, I think that's smart to kind of wait because you don't want to continually buy. Oh, Felicia, Taisha, Linda, Mel. I have to. Let's see. Have you, Mindy? You would have had to. I have bought new clothes that fit tighter now. Okay. Did it take you a long time? Because you lost 100 pounds. Geez, Louise, I had to do it, and I really don't have to. I just didn't really have anything that popped out that I wanted to wear. Because I got all sizes in my closet. I could shop in my closet probably maybe I could probably lose another till I get to my 100. I bet you I could still go. I have stuff. Okay, that makes me feel better. It might not look better. Okay, I don't feel like I'm gonna pop out. Like what is the Kendrick Lamar song, Popping Out? I don't feel like I'm popping out. All right, so very good. Margie, how are you? How are you? She says, hello, everyone. Hello. All right, so who else has bought? Jen has bought new clothes. Lakeisha has bought new clothes. Okay, Anissa, not yet. Okay, all right. And Margie has. Okay, very good. So I think buying new clothes does give you that sense of like that boost of confidence. At least for me, it does. Now I'm going to ask you guys this percentage here. What percentage of people do you think posted pictures more confidently online? And if I could run fast to say yes, me, I will run fast to say yes, me, because I like the way my face has kind of chiseled down. Now, I can't imagine getting much smaller than this because I don't want the Ozempic cheeks and all that. But we'll just have to see what happens, see how it all unfolds. So what do you guys think? What percentage do you think are now posting pictures more confidently online? That would be me, posting more confidently. We'll see what the survey says. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Ooh, you guys have some good numbers going. Journey of Life. How are you? Welcome in here. All right, Journey, we're asking, there was a survey done and we're asking what percentage of people do you think felt more comfortable posting their pictures online after losing weight or being on the GLP-1 medications? All right, you guys have some high numbers there. All right, geez Louise. Oh, Journey, thank you. All right, Mel B says, hey, Journey, good to have your energy. Yeah, I know. She is so funny to me. Okay, all right. So what are you guys thinking? Okay, so how did I tell you? Geez, people aren't as confident as we're thinking, right? 13%. Who got close to that 13%? Brown Velvet. How are you, beautiful lady? How are you? Okay, she comes in with the 56%. It was actually Journey said 56. Let's see what other people were saying. Mindy says 80, Male 88, Felicia 77, 95 says Doris, 45 says Linda, Lakeisha says 90, and then we saw Brown Velvet and Journey 56, 56. Yeah, they say only 13%. Geez, Louise, I was shocked too. I was shocked too. Now, we know that these medications, they control that hormone in the brain that suppresses your appetite. It slows your digestion, and it leads to that weight loss. Bev's coming in at that 59% Bev. It was 13. Geez, Louise. All right, so we know the medication does that, and they say that in the UK, how many people do you think are using these medications? Take a guess. I'll give you a clue. It's in the millions. If you had to guess, what do you think? Oh, you are so welcome. I always get so excited to see you guys. You're like my fan when I come in, like, hey. Love that. You said maybe they still have body dysmorphia after losing. Yes, that could be true, Anissa. That could be true. Um, that's a real thing, isn't it? I think I don't know. I don't really like love labels, but I think so. I don't know if it's body dysmorphia or it's just like not wrapping your mind around that you've lost weight. Is that, I'm gonna have to look into that because is that one in the same? But I'm not to the degree where I just think like I'm, super huge, but I don't realize that my body is slimmer because I still see like a bigger, like not as big, but a bigger person. So yeah, it's a real thing. All right, so you guys are coming in with those millions. I did give you the clue that it was in the millions. So the question again is, this is the UK, around how many people are using these drugs? And it says, remember when I talked to Joe, it says access is regulated under the NHS. That's their National Health Service is what it's called. Or they can also get it through the private clinics. So this is how many people. Now, we know everybody who's using it may not even be reporting it because can they get it like we could get it through compounds and things like that? I don't think so, though. I don't think they have compounds over there. But all right, so Mel is saying 4 million, Mindy is saying 8, Felicia is saying 2.7, Lakeisha says 8. You can't tell your size either, Anissa. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Beverly says 6 million. All right, Carol. Hey, Carol Burton, how are you? Carol says 8. She comes in with that 8 million. Love that. All right, Anissa. We got to go with Anissa. Anissa's been on it. She says 2.5 million. All right. The UK crew are built differently than ours. They're tougher, yes, amongst other things. Yeah, where is Joe? Where is Joe tonight? She'll be, she watches these replays and participates like she's in here. So when she watches the replay, she's going to be responding. Losing it, Grace. She comes in. Hello. How are you? She comes in with a 15 million. All right, Doris. Doris comes in with that 1.5 million. Doris. All right. Well, it is 1.5 million. Doris, you hit it on the head. How are you? How did you do that? I absolutely love that. Okay, so 1.5 million people are using these drugs in the UK. I mean, I love that. So, what effect do we think this has on our sexual intimacy? I don't know if can I say sexual on YouTube? I don't know, but I just said it, huh? So, before we answer that, I want to ask you, how has your confidence changed since you started your medication? And be honest, because some of you I know I can hear you saying, I was confident before, and maybe you were. But has it increased it? Or is it exactly the same or is it gone down? And if you feel the need to explain, let us know because I want to hear it. And I'm going to tell you, I think my confidence has increased, but I haven't tried out my skills on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't walked into somewhere where I would, consider myself dressing up to try to attract somebody. But I will tell you, I am turning a lot of heads. I will say that. And I try to remember what Nadia said, that dating coach, to be flirtatious or to have a smile, and that's easy because I always have a smile. But to try to give that eye contact, I try to was trying to do that this weekend in Texas. So they say they love big things in Texas. So I probably would have a poppin' dating life if I was living there. If I went out to meet somebody, that's what I have to do here, try to get out. So are you guys more confident? What are you thinking? No, Doris came the closest to that when we said, okay, Linda came in with 1.6 and Journey thought 1.8. It was 1.5. So Doris got it on the nose. So Mel says, nope, compounding is illegal there. Okay, so these are people who, so it could be more people on it and they just don't know. I don't know, because I don't know. I could see somebody from here sending stuff there. Let's see. So what are you guys saying? Delilah, how are you? How are you? She says, hey, everyone missed the question. The question is, has your confidence changed since you started the medication and have been losing weight? This is your first visit. Thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you're participating too. Yeah, Joe must be asleep. She did say she was going to come on Friday, but she might be asleep. Who knows? But like I said, when she watched the replay, I could tell she's actually watching it because she responds like play by play. Mel says, come on, Grace, you're a game show wizard. We need you, girl. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. You said you figured it wasn't many of them. Okay, so people are saying, welcome to Carol. How sweet. Losing it. Grace said, not tonight, Mel, not tonight. All right, so you said, are you serious? Lucky guess. Yes, you got it right on point. Let me give you some confetti, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because you got it exactly. Not even just close, but you got it exact. So we love that. We love that. We love that. Very good. All right. All right. I love it. I want to be a hostess with the mostest. I love that. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back to the comments. This is where I get okay, so Doris, she says, are you sis? Okay, Taisha's answering the question. As long as you don't have it set to made for okay. Oh, I don't. Okay. All right. Let's see. Thanks, Taisha. What's confidence? It's a work in progress. You don't have confidence. Oh my goodness. We got to get you a dash of confidence, a dose. Jeez Louise. Mindy says hers has gone way up. Now, has your husband noticed that your confidence is up? And I got a question for you married ladies, because we talked about this before when we were first doing the Friday nights, but I'm interested in how things have changed over time. A big increase. Okay, so can you explain that a little bit more? So when you guys say your confidence is increased, what are you doing? So are you like walking around with your undies on and that's it? Are you guys walking around in your birthday suit? What are you doing that seems more confident? Okay, so you said increase, your clothes fit better. Okay, all right, very good. Anissa says, I feel the same because I haven't been able to see a difference. 20 down since May 6th and 15 down since Mounjaro on the 16th. Okay, very good. So you lost, okay, May 6th and the 15th. Okay, very good. And 15 down since you started Mounjaro. Okay, now remember they used to say, I used to watch that Beachbody. I would listen to all these little gurus, Sean and Billy Blanks and all these guys. And, they had these little programs and it's like you can lose a size in a week. And the size was always related to at least 5 to 10 pounds. They say you could lose a clothing size, but I guess that's if you're working out too, because it was called the Beachbody was that platform. And so at 20 pounds, you should be a size. I don't know if should be a size down. I think you are exercising, but it's funny because everybody's body is different. But I would just think maybe you can't see a difference, but your clothes should feel different at 20 pounds. No, maybe not. I didn't notice a big difference, but I have more weight to lose than you. I started off heavier than you did, Anissa. The sexual energy is there for sure, but is it translating? Not yet, but I'm finally getting there. Okay. So are you feeling sexy, Mel? Like when you look at your arms, because you're into the working out. So are you feeling like feeling sexy? Are you feeling strong? Are you feeling strong? Or are you feeling sexy? Because I think it's a difference, right? Yeah. Are you feeling strong and sexy? Like, how are you feeling? I guess that's what I want to know. Lakeisha said it's been an increase. Okay. Her confidence has gone up. Thank you, Grace. She's welcoming Carol. I'm single, but I have another set of insecurities. My tiny boobies. Yes. And Jan, when you lose weight, now know if I'll have that problem, but I'll have the saggies, right? You know, I always have the saggies. I've already reduced my bra size. If I show you guys these bras, you're gonna be like, dang, she was in those bras. But I've had to like get rid of some bras because they're too big, they don't fit. Which is you know, it's just it's a good problem to have, but geez Louise, I'm like, I just think, because you know, when you're a bigger lady, I don't know about you guys, but I can't never wear like cheaper bras. Like I had to put money into holding these babies up. And even still, I feel like I need like I don't know, like a safety pin that doesn't break. Because I feel like they could be if lifted up even more. Look at this, like they could really come up more. But yeah, so yeah, I feel when you are heavy in the boobs, you got to invest in a lot. So I guess if you're not, if you know what, if I, and it's always, you always want what you can't have. Now, I don't say I want smaller boobies at all, but I do think you can easily just like put some stuff in those babies and make them pop out. I had this one friend that used to wear those butt pads, and I didn't know she had on the butt pads. This is how good they were. She had on butt pads, and one day she just took them out, and I was like, "What? What is that?" And it was butt pads. So, you know, but I guess you have to. I can see how you could feel not confident. You know, my mom was a smaller lady, Jen, and she had, that's one thing she had. I guess, you know, having the kids too flattens you out. You know, you just, you know, it makes you like pancakes, and hers were kind of like pancakes because she didn't have a lot of fat in there. So yeah, being a woman is a struggle. It's either too big or too small. We just want to in between. But I think as you get older, that gravity hits you, and that's why you know, the plastic surgery. No, you know, actually, I was going to say the Brazilian buttocks transfusion or whatever you're putting in there, whatever they put in there, that has taken over. Remember, it used to be boobs were what people were getting more. Now it's the behinds. So I thought that was interesting that that has taken over. And it says it's the most dangerous surgery, but women are still doing it. Confidence has increased. My clothes are fitting better. Zip bound 3 months and 20 pounds gone. Well, let's give her some more confetti. Thank you for sharing that. So your confidence has increased. Your clothes are fitting better. So those are two non-scale victories. And on top of that, the icing on the cake is if you've lost the 20 pounds. I think that's excellent, excellent, excellent. Very good. And you know, where's Anissa? We're going to give her some confetti too, because she talked about being 20 pounds down. Let me see if I could find your little comment. But she says she can't tell her size, but she did tell us she's down 20 pounds, I believe. So we want to give you some confetti too. I just love that. I think that's great. 20 pounds is kind of like one of those milestones. Like to me, every 5 and 10 pounds is a milestone for me. Like 5, then 10, then 15, then 20. And then I feel like the big cojones of them all is when you get to that 50, if you have that much to lose. Now, if you don't have that much to lose, you know, whatever your milestone is, yours could be 30, yours could have been 40. But when you got a lot to lose, I feel like 50 is that big one, 25, and then 50, and then 100. So I'm trying to get to that 100. Now, that's not to say like 75 is not great, 80 is not great, 90 is not great, but you know, in my mind, I still like that 100. I can see that 3-digit number calling my name. So I just love that. But I think you got to embrace all those, you know, so when you get to 25, celebrate that. When you get to 30, celebrate that. So Jen is in maintenance. So you guys have, you know, I don't know, anybody else who has the problem that Jen has, like she's not confident with her boobies. And you know, I'm not either. Even though my boobies are voluptuous, when this bra comes off, I'm gonna be like, hey. So yeah, I kind of have the same problem as you when you strip it all down, Jen. When you strip it all down. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The sexual energy. I saw that. Okay. I'm finding. All right. So Carol said that. No, I'm the same as always. I still hate attention. So why do you hate attention, Delilah? Because you are a true beauty. So when you're with David, do you notice like people looking, or you know, and does that make you uncomfortable? And it probably is something that happened in your past, I'm sure, if you're feeling that way. Jen, that's my Achilles heel, my deflated boobs. Yes, yes, yes. You can relate to that. Geez, Louise, Taisha and Jen, I say put on that nice padded bra and flaunt your stuff. Now, that's the problem is, and I think a lot of women have this problem is when you don't have that option, right? When you're coming out of those clothes. So when you're coming out of those clothes, but when you're in those clothes, you could pump it up. I'd be walking around. You think my boobs were so big? You'd be like, no, they wouldn't be like, I wouldn't make them seem super big, but I mean, they'd be sitting up so proud. Geez, Louise. Girl, you have it to be outside in order to feel that, but I'm always a pleasantly plump, confident girl anyway. Okay, all right. Yes, you do have to be outside, right, where you could get attention. Yeah, yeah. Mine boxes, Carol was saying thank you to everyone. Mine boxes have also have also diminished in a sad state of affairs. Yes. And that's one of the things, like we just can't win as women, right? Those go down. And because isn't your boobs now, who can Google that for us? What percentage of your boobs is generally made of fat? Now I guess it's different for everybody, but let's say you were just at like your ideal weight, like a woman's ideal weight. Isn't a big part of your boobs like that fatty tissue anyway? So if you lose that, you know, you lose it. You're moving it and you're losing it. Jen, padded bra and inserts. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Delilah. But I know what she's saying is, I think she's saying, and I don't want to speak for her, but she knows she could do that. But that's where if she's not confident about something, that's where it is, those boobs like being like that. And I totally understand it. I definitely do. She says Taisha disagreed. She see me in person. She says she doesn't think so because you probably had those babies sitting up. So did you wear a bra the whole time, Mel? Because if she thought yours looked fantastic without a bra, then that might be something you got going on yourself. Jen and Taisha, I'm afraid of deflate cake. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. When we all slim down, we can forget that. But maybe somebody will be like an outlier. Also, Felicia Marie, the door watermelon slices are the bomb. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. Your boobs look fantastic. Delilah, I have lost volume up top, so no push-up bra is helping. Oh man, so not even the push-up bra. I've never heard that. Jeez, Louise, I'm sorry. I probably misunderstood the question, Shay. I have definitely am confident. You mean you're definitely more confident, you're saying? My husband notices, okay, and cats calls when I walk in the room. What? I walk around in my birthday suit, but I definitely wear less. Yes. Let's give you some confetti for that birthday suit. Geez, Louise, Mindy, geez, Louise, Mindy, you are walking around in your birthday suit. Like now I'm telling you, I want to get to the place where I am that confident around somebody to do that. Because I think that would take a while for me to get there. In my total birthday suit, now he might catch me weighing in on that scale because I'm going to be in my birthday suit for that. Anissa, take plenty of photos. I didn't see a difference until I was well over 180 lost. Wow, it took you that long to notice a difference. Jeez, Louise, yeah, taking those photos is so key. I agree. I still belong to Beachbody. You do? Oh my gosh, I love that. And what's that lady's name? Shalene Johnson. She used to have this workout, and I forget, but you kick, you do like she used to have this thing where you go side to side and you're working your abs. I used to love that workout. I even ordered the DVD because I don't, subscribe to them and I couldn't find it. I think I gave it to somebody to borrow and they never gave it back. So I ended up ordering it on Amazon. I love that workout. I might have to do that workout. Jeez, Louise, Doris, you're taking me back. I went down a size, but I feel like I look the same. Okay, so you did go down a size. Okay, yeah. And I just think you're going to have that because you're used to seeing yourself a certain way for so long. Because I still have that going on too. But I don't call it body dysmorphia. No, I don't. Jen, 100. There has to be something to push up. Okay, so yeah, I get that. I get that. Wow, geez Louise. Doing intimate stuff with the lights on doesn't bother me anymore. Such a big deal to me. That is a big deal. I love that for you. Let's give her some confetti. You'd be surprised at how many women, and let's just ask these women in here. How many of you, and if you're at home listening, answer this yourself. How many? Oh, and like and subscribe while you're at it. If you're watching, we had 35 people. As soon as I said that, now it's down to 31. Jeez, Louise. It's like they thought I could see them. We know you're watching out there. That is so funny. How many people in here are intimate? You have to have the lights on. Are you okay? I mean, you have to have the lights off, or are you okay with the lights being on? And I know a lot of women say that they're not comfortable with the lights on because of their weight. What about this group in here? And I will say, what about me? I don't want the lights on, but I don't think I would be as opposed to it before that, like I was before. But I like an intimate setting, like lights, dim candles. And their lights don't have to be all the way off. Candles or like a dim light. I never have to have it pitch dark, so that's not a thing. But yeah, I think I would be more open to something else now. Let's see. Did I LOL. Yes, definitely love dressing up for the hubs now. Okay, do you really? Okay, I love that for you. Let me give you some confetti. So he is benefiting. And he might like it. I hear some men don't care for lingerie. But if yours does, I say by all means, make that man happy. Jen, padded bra and inserts. I think I read that. Okay, I'm up too far. Let me see. Mindy's husband making cat calls when she walks in. I absolutely love that. All right, Felicia. Love that for you too. Okay, let's see. Oh, geez. I'm like, is Google listening to me? They didn't Google me something about and then related to this topic. Let's see. Breast, what is that called? Breast pitosis sucks. I don't even know what that is. Darn it, Jen. I've always had none up there, so I know nothing about what may or may not help. I'm sorry. Okay, you said I definitely got sexy vibes from Mel. Mel. What? So even Mindy, who's met you, they're getting those sexy vibes. So are you not saying you're feeling sexy? I think she says she does. Wow, Felicia, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you and your hubby. Okay, very good. I have tried nothing to push up, but some. Oh my Oh, Jen, geez, Louise. I don't know. Jen, would you ever consider? I only know one person in my whole life who had breast implants, and actually they got them removed. Would you ever consider that, Jen? I'm more confident in the sense that I check myself out in the mirror more. Okay, do you really? Is it so? Okay, so you're saying it's confident, so it's like a good thing, right? That you're looking at yourself, like, and do you see yourself as slimming? Okay, do you notice it, or you're like, I don't see it? Because I see it in pictures, but when I'm in real life, I don't know if I notice it. But I do notice this neck. Like I got this neck. I guess I've been showing you guys this before, but I got this neck stuff going on here, and I can see it sometimes even in the YouTube videos. And I don't love that, but what are you gonna do? All right, very good. So let's give her some confetti. She's more confident. We love that. Love that. Are you married? You're not married, Brown Velvet. I remember that because you're the one that told me that you are accused of being mean mugged. Mean mugging folks. My bra size went from a 44 double D to a 34D. And Mindy, that's the size I am now. I'm a 44 double D. Am I a 44 double D? Yeah, and I probably could go lower, right? Because I feel like I got room in this baby. I could go lower than that, but I'm holding on to it for dear life. Why, I don't know. I love that, Mindy. Very good. So you had to buy new bras. Absolutely. My breast shrunk so much it's sad. A 48 triple D to or E to a 42 B, a 42 B. That is a huge jump. Well, we're going to give you some confetti because, geez, Louise, but I don't know if you are excited about that as much as it has come down. Geez, Louise. Wow, 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 wow. That's a lot. That's a lot. Did anybody Google that? How much of a percent is our fat is in our boobies? Okay, so Mindy, male exudes confidence. She says, humble viewer of her interview. Yes, male is confident, but I think when you're a woman, it's a confidence is different when you're talking about dating in a male perspective. It's a little bit different, right? Because you're being a lot more vulnerable as opposed to being smart, intelligent, and pretty. Like, that's easy peasy, right? Because she's just that when she walks in the room. Okay, not my daughter saying, I'm not talking about you, but good confidence, little lady. Okay, good confidence. See you later. All right, so I think, wait a minute, hold on a second. Let me see what she needs. Okay. All right. So I think it's different though when you're dealing with dating and men. I think that's a little bit different. It's more vulnerable. Matters of the heart are a serious thing, and I think you could be confident, and it could be easy to get your confidence squashed. But yes, male to the B, we love the confidence. That's one of the things I love. Let's see. All right, I lost my place. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was Lose It Grays. So Jen says, now I can squeeze some booty meat. Well, you can put those bad babies, you can put those buttocks in some tight jeans and you're in there. Me too, DD. I always wore the best bras. I used to wear double JJ. Now it's DD bra. I never liked having full breasts, so I'm glad they are gone. Bye-bye. So you said goodbye. I love that. Taisha is laughing at Jen. I don't have a butt at all. I never had it, and you don't like that either. Oh man, these broad size comments are being hidden my YouTube, y'all. I'm like, those are the comments they're hiding. Jeez Louise in my DD voice. Jeez Louise. So are they hiding the booby comments? Is it booby or is it breast? Which one is it? Jeez Louise. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me get down to Lose It Grays. It's 30 watching. Now it's 39. 12 likes. Okay, like the video. Let's hit that like button so we can feel sexy. Are we allowed to say that? YouTube needs to stop. I know they're trying to get more strict, especially with the younger kiddos. So I'm not really surprised. She says, thank you, Mindy and Gray. Stop, please continue. I lost a lot of weight, but my body curve still stays. Still have my curves and my butt, but not as large. And now that is amazing. We're going to give you some confetti for that. I love that because you can be a smaller lady and still have curves. I always tell you guys how small my mom was, but one thing she had was curves. Good Lord. Bellflower, welcome to the party. How are you? How are you? I love that. All right. She says she's agreeing with Bev. Did I miss my girl Bev's comment? Jeez, Louise, did I scroll down too soon? I don't see Bev's comment. Maybe it's something I didn't see a while back. Jennifer, how are you? She said 16 was and 26 pounds down. Clothes size down, having more confidence, 35 more pounds to go. All right, Jennifer, let's give you some confetti. Now, do you have a goal of when you want to get to that 35 pounds, or are you just riding that wave wherever it takes you? I love that. All right, you're down 26 pounds. You got 35 more pounds to go. Absolutely amazing, amazing. Bev says the boobies are about 80 to 90% of stromal tissue, fat and connective tissue. Oh, you in these words, I don't know what that says. Glandular tissue only accounts for about 10 to 20% of the volume of the breast from Google. Thank you, Bev. All right, so fat and connective tissue. I thought it was. So that's why when you lose all that weight, you say bye-bye to those boobies. Now, some people, Miss Linda said she didn't. She still has hers. So maybe that's something in your genetics. So if it's in my genetics from based on the women in my family, I can forget it. Okay, okay. Oh, I was like, I don't know what that was. Okay, thank you, Bev. Love that. Did I keep that up there long enough for people to see it? So Jennifer, 16 weeks on Zepbound. Geez, Louise, you're doing great. And you've lost 26 pounds. Good for you. For me, it was. I went from barely a B before having kids to a DD at my largest, and now it's just skin and minor breast tissue. Yeah, that's the downside of. And would you consider having a booby job, Taisha? Would you? I had mine lifted a while ago and worth it. I know somebody who had theirs lifted too. I know somebody who had a reduction. Before they were like jello, and if I bent down to pick something up, they they fell out. Wow. So you had yours lifted. Now that's a pretty what word do I want to use? That's an intensive surgery. So how was that for you? Geez, Louise. David says he notices that I get attention. I don't even notice. He starts telling me this guy was looking, that guy was looking, and I think he imagines it. Well, if he does, I think that's great that he's building your confidence up like that. You guys are cracking me up. Yes, 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 yes. I had a padded bra and padded Lululemon tops, which are everything, by the way, ladies. Okay, so you guys, oh my goodness. Okay, everything was padded. Okay, she said everything in caps. Dee Dee can't read. No, I'm not even going to try to jack up those words, Mindy. I just don't tonight. I'm not trying to do that. And then I told Mel to give me that phonics dictionary, but tonight I'm rebelling from that. How about that? She says, yes, Turbo King. She's still talking about the exercise. I love it. Yes, the Turbo King. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that. I feel for you, Mel. Do you plan on lifting or anything? Yeah, I was wondering that for her and for Jen. I never walked around without any clothes until last year when I didn't have the energy to even cover up while I try and get dressed and stuff. So I started doing it out of sheer exhaustion. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. But, so now are you more confident? Because now that was you said until last year. So you're still doing it. So you must have got used to that. And are you confident in it now? More so than you were? I love that kickboxing workout. Yes, remember those. Yes, yes, yes. I love a good kickboxing session. Nicole, hilarious comment, but YouTube is holding it for a review, girl. Oh my goodness. Geez, because I didn't even see it. That's why some of these comments I weren't seeing then, I guess. Because some of you, I'm like, what did they say? Grace, I will never own Lululemon. My Amazon leggings are doing just fine. Okay, all right, very good. Lululemon, they do have good quality. I will say that. But yeah, some of those prices are outlandish. Brown Velvet, I love that kickboxing workout too. I wish I still had it. I bet you could find it on Amazon. She says, lights out for me. Oh, Bev, it's 9:21. Are you actually going to bed this early, Bev? Geez, Louise. I love that. When I lost 100 pounds over 10 years ago on Weight Watchers, I did Zumba, regular and toning to keep you toned up. Zumba helped me feel the most confident. Hopefully I can start that up again. So yeah, that Zumba, sometimes that Zumba is going too fast. It's like that 1-2 step is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too fast for me. But if you like the whole dancing of it all in a routine, I think you would love Zumba. I used to go to Zumba. All right, so you lost 100 pounds with Weight Watchers. We're gonna give you some confetti. JC, how are you? How are you? I didn't see that new name in here. Oh my goodness. I wanted to welcome you. Okay. Thank you for sharing 100 pounds on Weight Watchers. Now, were you ever one of those people that got the key? I'm so fascinated with people that have that Weight Watchers lifetime achievement. I feel I've lost enough weight to have the Weight Watchers lifetime achievement, but not in one time. Like as many times as I've been to Weight Watchers, I should have that lifetime key. Let's see. Have you looked up? Is that called Igua? I never had Lululemon to compare them to, but they are so soft. Okay, all right, very good. I've heard of them, but I haven't tried them either. Linda says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I always had the lights dim, gentle lighting. Men are visual, and they need to see it. Okay, yeah, I do think men are visual too. Side note, you said, JC, you gained it back over time. Haven't we all been there, done that? But not this time, right? This time it's going to be different because we have that tool in our tool belt to help us stay strong. Doris says dim. Okay, so you like the lights dim. I'm just after a light action that I'm just after that lift action. Oh, the lift action. Okay, the lift action. Would you actually get a procedure though to get it lifted? Nicole says she didn't even say the words. What is up with that? No, Journey, I just don't want to have any surgery. My man will have to accept them. They actually could be worse. Well, Mel, I love that when people say that, my man. So Brown Velvet prefers the lights out, but wouldn't say no to someday action because of the light. Yeah, me too, right? I agree 100%. I'm going to give you some confetti on that because I can't relate. I'm not turning it down, but I'm not starting it up either in the daytime. Jeez, Louise. Okay, Lakeisha says it's okay with the lights on or off. Okay, you're just serving it up. However, I love that. I could get it with. I love them on Delilah's channel. I just want to lose a little more. I could get with them. Okay, are you talking about those leggings again? Are you talking about the leggings? Hey, Miss V, how are you? How are you? She says she comes in strong. Lights on or off, doesn't matter. Very different when younger or with new partner changes. Yes, that does make a difference, right? Your comfort level with the person. I would agree with that 110%. But you said I'm an old married lady. All right, so you're okay with the lights too, Mel. Okay. Margie comes in and says on or off. If I'm at the point with someone, they have to be okay with your body, big or small. I know that's right. Love it, love it, love it. Not fluorescent, but nice lighting. Oh, that tickled me. Dee Dee, you asked what's wrong with me. Why am I wanting it more? I'm like, I'll take it. And I'm feeling good in my skin. I love that. I love that for you. You're feeling good in the skin you are in. We're going to give you some confetti. Love it, love it, love it. I love that. Your husband, he's a lucky man. Maybe TMI, but you lose fat everywhere. So I had to ask for a little more gentle. Really? Mindy, do tell, do tell. Wow. I guess you would lose down there, but in the inner parts of it all? Geez, Louise, lady. Mindy, tell us more. Journey, you don't give them they complain. You give them you don't give them they complain. You give them they complain. You can't with these men. I love that. Linda says, Jen, I know what you're saying about those books. Nothing to push up, deflated on top too. Okay, all right, very good. Nothing to push up, inflated on top too. Shay, hey, name twin, how are you? How are you? Well, Shay, come on in and let us know. We're talking about being intimate, being confident with your partner. If you have one, if you don't, when you get one, whatever you got going on, let us know. We're talking about now. Do you prefer the lights on or off? And has that changed since you lost weight? Let's see, Mel, it was just a lift with no implants, but it was more for saving my shoulders and back because after an 80-pound weight loss, it hurt me. But I do not regret it. I love them more now. I love that. I love that. Let's give her some confetti. Embrace those boobies. But this is after she had just the lift, no implants. Okay, I've known people who had just the lift too, but no implants. All right, very good, very good. So maybe that's, well, if you don't have fat in there though, it's nothing to lift up still, I guess. Dog is spending my breast implant money. The dog. Oh, the knee surgery. No, no, no. It's gonna cost 7K. Jeez, Louise, I'm so sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Now, is it both of his knees or just the one? Knee surgery. So I'm thinking it's the one, but is it both? Jeez, Louise. Sorry about that, Jen. Yeah, send prayers out for your dog. Does your dog have a name? We can actually say the name. My daughter was gonna love to do that. Jeez, Louise. All right, Doris. Doris, you said your anniversary is to date 34 years. Oh my goodness, Doris. It's your anniversary. Your anniversary. Jeez, Louise, 34 years. Oh gosh. Okay, so 34 years. What advice can you give us for 34 years? If you could tell us the people who are single and out here trying to mingle, or people who are married, what is the key to your 34 years? If you had to narrow it down to two things, if you got to tell us more, tell us more. But what's your top two pieces of advice that you could give us? I absolutely love that. 34 years. Geez, Louise. Wishing your baby the best. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry about that, Jen. Okay, so Journey says I was a triple D, 38. Now I'm a 34 to 36C or D, depending on the bra. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, very good. Now, people are saying in your bank account. Oh yeah, yeah. For the that price is outrageous. Jeez, Louise. Beverly is saying happy anniversary. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Dee Dee. Exactly, Grace, and that's what I told him too. Like, you can't see my confidence is up. Okay, very good, very good. Maybe my 50th birthday, I could buy some boobies. Okay, how far do you have to go before 50? That would be a great gift to yourself. All right, she's saying thank you to Bev. On average, breasts are about 72.8% fat, with the remainder being glandular and connective tissue. Okay, very good. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you guys are coming through. Breast composition, fat tissue. Okay, 50 to 80% of the breast. It varies by the individual. I figured that. Jen, when is the, Lola is your dog's name. Lola. Oh, that's a cute name, Lola. When is that surgery? Miss Linda, a DD cup is not gone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a DD is still pretty up there, but she was at a JJ, so maybe that for her is a big dip. Okay, the breast source is the Cleveland Clinic and the Mayo Clinic. All right, very good. Thank you for that. Jen F. Journey saying, do you want implants, girl? You'd be surprised that quality guys go for confidence in the skin you're in. Less is more, but you have to feel good to exude that confidence. Excellent point. Yes, yes, yes. I say that all the time. I agree. Gotta have the confidence. Um, Love that. And I think that's, people are gaining that, right? As they're getting smaller, looking better. I think looking better also is tied to feeling better. And once you look better and feel better, you're just going to hit that room with more confidence than you had before. Yeah. So, and sometimes people might say, oh, Dee Dee, that's easy for you to say. And it really is not. It's like I had to learn this over time. I've always been pretty confident, though. I think my parents boosted me up, but not to the point where I was like, I know I'm this and I'm that. I've never been that, but I've always just had like confidence in myself. And not just looks, but with everything I'm doing, I'm confident. I feel like this: if you're not going to be confident in yourself, who else can you depend on being confident for you? You gotta take it. You gotta own it, because nobody's going to do it for you. And that's just, I guess, how I look at it. Okay, thank you. That was a great comment. Journey's still shopping around, but at the end of August is the goal. Okay, all right. Into August. I know the men are watching. They're behind the bushes taking notes. Come out, wherever you are. Yes, the men are here. Posh Chambers, how are you, Posh? She says, hello, I'm here now. Glad you're here. Oh, hi, Journey. I was thinking that too. Yeah, the men. Yeah, and haven't you guys noticed the last couple of times some of the men have been coming out of the bushes right when we're ending, then they pop up in here. Who knows what? Who knows? I got age restricted the other day for saying my doctor wants to see the trend go down, and if it does, and if it goes up or stays the same too long, like, but why? Oh my goodness. You got age restricted the other day for saying my doctor wants to see the trend. Are you talking about your weight loss? I'm sorry, Delilah. Are you talking about weight loss? It's much lighter and no more dark shoulder bra marks. Oh, yeah. I used to have those too. Do I have those now? I don't think so. You guys see my shoulder? No, I don't. What? Geez, Louise, I don't have the dark shoulder marks. I don't know that I ever really had them, but I think I was starting to get them maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I get I'm happy you're enjoying the results. What was the recovery time? That's a great question for that lift, Journey. Okay, so yeah, Jen, she hopes she find a cheaper surgeon. It's not like she's getting a kidney. Yeah, that is a lot, but I'm not surprised. And then Mel is doing a roll call. Darian, Paul, Teddy, come out of the bushes. My recovery was smooth. I was up within 3 days. I was up and about within 3 days. The first 2 days was easy. I slept, I had pain meds and stopped them the fourth day. Within 2 weeks, I was back to normal. Just healing. I am blessed. Yes, you are. Very good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so okay. You said the pain meds and you stopped them on the fourth day. All right, very good. That does seem still to me like a lot of time down. Jeez Louise. Journey, I'm hopeful I recover so quickly and well from my hysterectomy that I will heal from skin removal and a lift. Okay, very good. I think you will too. All right. And so you already made up in your mind, Delilah, you're going to get that. All right, very good. Dee Dee, the light out answer was from when you asked, oh, okay. Because I'm like, Bev is like, you hang longer than me. So I know you're not going to bed at no 9:20. But I thought maybe she's turned over a new leaf. Oh my gosh. Okay, so okay. All right, Bev. All right. I love, is it Mambia? I used to teach it when I worked at the YMCA. Uh, uh okay, I never heard of that. Not it's so it's different than Zumba. Mum Mamba. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. It sounds like something I would try just to be trying it. Journey, it does seem as if a lift would be easier than the implants. Okay, I'm good. I did it that all back over 10 years ago. I got it. I got the lifetime and was a leader. You were a leader for Weight Watchers too, but then I moved for work and my schedule got insane. Jeez Louise. So give me that key, JC. Give me that key. You are a leader. I love that. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, good for you. That's still an accomplishment. MVP, M to the B to the P. Wait, is this our girl MVP from the other night? Hey, ladies, you changed that profile pic. You're like you're like an African looking princess. Hey, ladies, I'm a little late, but I made it. Hope everyone is doing good. Okay, so I'm used to seeing you with that Beyonce boots on the ground hat. I love it. MVP, welcome. All right, reset with Anissa. I will get a lift next summer. Oh, geez, Louise, you got it all planned out. Okay, you said a rebuild after cancer and the non-radiated size is twice as large since May. I'm about to buy pads for one boob only. Oh my goodness, let's give you some confetti. Well, congratulations on beating that cancer. Jeez, Louise. All right, wait a minute. We got to get you some confetti. So, okay. Very good. Very good. Good for you. All right, so I'm assuming you have beat it, right? Because it sounds like you got some kind of reconstruction. You're doing some things. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, people are saying, "Hey, MVP." Grades, my padded bras from them also work well. Okay, very good. Shay, you are 70 pounds down as of today. Your start weight was 258 and your current weight is 188. You're so happy. 35 pounds to go. Okay, so you want to get to what? 150 is looks like 153. Is that what you're trying to get to? Geez, Louise, 188. How do you feel to be in the what do you call that? Wonderland. I can't wait to get to Wonderland. It's gonna be wonders and Wonderland going on for me. Jeez Louise, I love that for you. My name twin. Okay, and I do spell it. Somebody asked me this. I spell Shay, S-H-A-Y, and I think and obviously you spell yours with an E. Did you ask me that earlier? And I saw it but didn't respond. I think that was you. But anyway, yes, I'm S-H-A-Y. Yes, Shay with an E. Yes, yes, yes. Shay, 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 Shay all day. DJ Meyer. Oh my goodness. DJ Meyer, how are you? Love your energy. Thank you. Can you imagine how I am when I'm really hyped up? Anissa, wishing you the very best with your surgery. Yes, but you said you weren't having that right till next year. You said, did you say that? Did I get that right? Did I get that? Did I skip? Let me see. I think I saw that. Okay, yeah, she said next summer. Okay, very good. Remind me when that next summer comes. Okay, all right, very good. Not the inner, think pubic bone. I don't have as much cushion anymore. Okay, okay, all right. Oh, remember they used to have that saying, the cushion is good for the pushing. Do you remember that? Hey, hey, hey. Did you guys ever hear that saying, or is it that just me? The cushion is good for the pushing. Okay, so twin comes in. She says lights on or off, big or small, it never matter. Okay, all right. I love that confidence. Yes, twin. Love the skin you're in. All right, you guys are saying lights on or off, like it is what it is. I love it. I love the confidence. Implants, they gotta go under the muscle to place them. Okay, yes, I have heard that. Yes, yes, yes. Mel is saying, Nicole, that's what's up, girl. That's what's up. Doris, what you doing here? It's lights on sexy time with the hubs. Yes, because it's her anniversary. Well, how you know she didn't have lights on sexy time before she got up in here? Alcohol and Netflix. Just kidding. I love that. Mindy, so true. I thought it was me. Glad someone else has had this experience. The fat cushion is definitely gone. So is it painful? Because you said you told him to be more gentle. So is it a little bit painful, Linda and Mindy? Oh gosh, I'm learning some new stuff. I love that. You married ladies are some great teachers. Hey, Miss B. She says her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. Oh, isn't that a song? Her name is Lola. I don't know the song, but she was a showgirl. Imagine. You will be 47 in January, so in 3 years. Okay, all right. That's a great goal for yourself. That's a great goal. All right, Jen. So when we start talking about these stocks coming up here pretty soon, you got to get on board. You're going to be having that surgery before that 3 years, unless you just want to do it for 50. That's a great goal. The 3-year goal to get that money up for the surgery for yourself, because you got to do the dog first. Jeez Louise. All right, Mindy. She says public bone fat loss. It's a thing. I heard a comic talk about this, and I've noticed that too. Funny, you've noticed it too, Miss B, Miss B, Miss B. Jeez Louise. Okay, all right. Okay, so people are saying happy anniversary. Anissa, sending you good vibes for your procedure. Yes, we are. We're going to be praying for this lady. Yes, I am. You asked something about the words they allow, and I was just saying, okay, all right. Yeah, this chat is so long. I can lose track. Watch out, Dee Dee. This is it. OnlyFans page. Flashing that shoulder. I know. And you know, it's so funny. I said that in one of my, I was looking at, I said, oh my God, YouTube is going to flag me. Let me pull my shirt back. It's just a little hunch of that shoulder. Miss V is hilarious. I love that. Delilah, I pray all your dreams come true. I'm sorry I missed your comment. Okay, I missed that too. Zumba. Okay, spell correct. I was going to say, Doris, is that something new I don't know about? Thanks for the positive vibes. I wish the list reduction was now. Okay. All right. And I want to ask, but maybe I shouldn't. But why do you have to wait so long? Or do you just have this planned out? You know, because it's like something it's optional that you're doing, I would guess. I need a neck lift next. Yeah, that neck is a thing, right? I got the bat wings. No, my bat wings first. I swear I could fly now. I got the bat wings going on too. My daughter absolutely loves them though. You should have been Zumba. Okay, yeah. I was like, what is that? Jeez Louise. Journey. I'm like, what? Yes, I was like, is she try? I thought it was a new exercise. You know, they're coming up with new things. Sometimes I feel like, oh, they auto corrected it. Jeez Louise. All right, confetti. Today, I don't know what got into me, but I went to the gym. Yes. You don't know what got into you. The GLP-1 and that confident vibe and that health span you're thinking about got into you. Did Zumba and decided to do the reformers Pilates. Oh my gosh. Too bad we don't live in the same town. We could be doing it together right after. And you lifted weight. Miss B, you did all of that. You lifted while you were waiting for the Pilates. Oh my gosh. Miss B, I'm gonna call you Shira tonight because you had the energy of Shira. Oh my goodness. Go, Miss B. Go, Miss B. Go, Miss B. Miss B. Miss B. Geez, Louise, lady, you did all that stuff. Oh my God, I absolutely love that. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Yes, we have a new member, MVP. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, we also have a super chat. Thank you, Mail to the B. She says, can I just add that if you use vaginal estradiol, what's it called? Fagamin, Fagafem. It pumps up your vaginal tissue. Does it really? Therefore, providing more cushion. It is so good at treating that area separately from the rest of your body. Y'all know me. We know you're gonna hit us with that menopause education. Okay, let me read that again. Let me read it with my sophisticated sounding self. Can I just add that if you use vaginal estradiol, aka Vagifem, it pumps up your vaginal tissue, therefore providing more cushion. It is so good at treating that area separately from the rest of your body. Y'all know me. I love it. I love it. All right, mail to the B. Mail to the B. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. She says LOS. MVP, welcome aboard Didi's membership. Yes, yes, yes. 2 years ago, Doris says the same thing. Okay, what is Jen saying? 2 years ago, Lola had an obstruction, and that 10K. Her hobby is keeping me in the in the poorhouse. I just finished paying for that. Next mishap, she's gonna have to find herself at the Rainbow Bridge. Oh my gosh, little lady. Oh. Jeez, Louise, isn't that tough though? Your pets, they need care sometimes like we do. Jeez, Louise, 10K, now you got a 7K, so you're almost gonna spend 20 grand. Oh my gosh, but I bet you that love and attention she gives you is all but worth it. Jeez, Louise, I love that. Oh man, no more mishaps for Lola. All right, she says, thank you, Miss V. I'll check tomorrow. I didn't catch that. Let's see. Um, Mel saying she loves it. Did I miss something? I don't know. Losing it great. She says maybe another 10 pounds. Okay. If I missed something, I don't know. Okay. I didn't get to half of the stuff I want to talk about. We're going to have this as also a be continued for next week. But let me see. This chat is popping. Okay, so we're at the end of the chat. Okay, so here's another question. Okay, now we got to talk about this today. And the other part we could do next week. So the gender differences with this study. I found this interesting. So who do you think reported more confidence? Well, you guys probably have figured it out, but who do you think reported more confidence when it comes to dating after losing weight on a GLP-1? The men or the women? Put your answer in the chat. Who do you think reported that they were more confident after losing weight on a GLP-1? Do you think it was women or do you think it was the men? Put your comment in the chat. Davina, how are you? How are you? Yes. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Yes. All right, Davina, she comes in with the woman. I love that. All right, you guys are saying Mel is good with dropping those gems. Yes. She says, okay, girlfriend, I'm gonna remember that. Should things begin to let to go left for me. Okay, all right. Mel proves she's the real queen. Okay, Mel. Yes, Mel. Mel says, get that estradiol. Get you some Vagifem. You're going to be tight and right down there and smelling good. I love that, Mel. All right, so Davina comes in out of the bushes within the chat with the women. She's hitting us up with women. Mel to the B says women. Linda says women. MVP says women. Margie says women. She said males are claiming. Women, we got another women. Miss V, women, these men have confidence whether they should whether they should have it or not. Geez, Louise, women. Bev says, I think men, because heavier men tend not to approach women. Okay, good perspective. Women and the hombres. Okay, hombres. Love it. All right, well, it says men were 3 times as more likely as women to report improved confidence and increased dating activity. So the men were more confident. So Miss V, you said, you said, she was asking me about the apple cider vinegar. Okay, so Miss V said these men have confidence whether they should or not. So you were right. It is the men. All right. Now, who do you think? Feared being judged for taking the medication more, men or women? Who do you think feared being judged for taking these meds more? Was it the men or was it the women? Yes, Miss V says, wow. Yeah, you got that, my friend. You got that. Miss V, insulin sensitivity and appetite suppression. Not that I need either now, based on clinical studies with that apple cider vinegar. Yes, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, that's one of the things as a type 2 diabetic, I was told that if you drink that, it helps reduce your blood sugar, your blood pressure. Even, yeah, they have so many studies linked to that apple cider vinegar. But Mel drinks it with that sparkling water and she luxuriates with it all day long. I don't know. I don't like the taste enough to do that, but she does it. Mel is saying Mel is going out in and she's living her into her 50s like she's in her 30s. I love that, Mel. Love it. Let's see. All right. So what do you guys think about that? No, you are not. I think that's good. You're into your health. And she says in the best possible way. She says she's a weirdo in the best possible way. Okay, so who do you think feared being judged more for taking these meds? Men or women? And if you're nasty like Janet Jackson, tell us what percentage of whatever you chose. All right, so we got Lakeisha, we got Mel and Davina. Anybody else before we share? All right, so we have Lakeisha who says women. Mel says women, and Davina says, I'm going to say men because women tend to care more about their appearance, so it makes more sense that women would get on the GLP-1. Okay, all right, very good. Anybody else? The machos. Men. Okay, you guys think the men? Anybody else going once, going twice? Well, if you said the men, you were correct. It says men reported more fear of being, and I can't you see that 60% versus 30%. So 60% of men versus 40%. So more men said that they would fear versus the women at 40%. So more men felt they were judged because they were using the GLP-1s. And I can see where that would be true, right? Because maybe it's not seen as like a macho thing to use these meds, right? That the men should be able to solve their problems and do it all, right? I could totally see that. All right, you're saying men, women. Journey, you're not on the board in the top 3 tonight. What's up, girl? Journey. Okay, she wrote that. Davina, you're absolutely right. Good reasoning. Yes, that was good. That was good. All right, so they say this research said, now what do you guys think about this? They're saying that lower appetite and reduced interest in alcohol is the reason for the shift in the dating culture away from your traditional dinner and drinks, and people are looking for other ways to connect. Now, do you find that to be true? Are people moving away from dinner and drinks and trying to find other things on a date? Paul, how are you? He says, I've been telling everybody, ain't no shame in my game. I love that. Love that, Paul. Yes, yes, yes. We love that. He's like the guy came in and set us straight. I love that. All right, very good. So Paul says there's no shame in his game. Paul came out of the bushes. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So, what do you guys think? Or would you shy away from dinner and drinks and try to have another way to make a connection because you're on these meds? Um, yes. All right. What do you guys? Let's see. Nicole, do you want me? Let me. I'm gonna put it in here. Let me see. All right. What are you guys saying? I forget you guys have to type. I'm doing some research, Mail to the B. I'm doing some research. Okay. Oh, you're trying to connect. I'm giving people a chance to respond to it. Okay. Hi, 20s twin. I'm dying to know your results today. Oh, for Paul. Miss Toy Review. Miss Toy the Review. How are you? Look at that beauty. She says definitely want to do other things besides you do. You do. So what would you suggest? What would be like a good date, Miss Toy, to go on? Are you single? You're not married, are you? Yes. Oh, my daughter just said I named my car Latoya. I call her Toy for short. So yeah, this is Miss Toy Review. Um, LOL, I'm dusting off my elliptical from the shed because I have an August goal I made for myself. Very good. Good for you. Okay. So anybody, we're gonna give you some confetti for that. So anybody besides Toy, Miss Toy the Review, she is, and you know what? She is talking about doing something else besides the food and drink. So what are those other things that we could do on a first date? Or any date. It doesn't even have to be a first date, right? Coffee, tea day, or a comedy show, bowling. Okay, those are some great ideas. I love that. And Mel is saying, hey, Toy, anybody else? What would you do besides drinks on your date? I'm trying to think. I think coffee, meat out for a drink, that just made me thirsty. I think that's good. Oh, hey, play video game. I'm gonna say, what if the dude said to you though, yeah, let's play video games. I wonder if they have. I'm surprised. A walk in the park, that's a good one. Listen to my daughter's like, yeah, that is a good one. Girl, goodbye, good night, out of here. She talking about Doris. She's like, yeah, that is a good one. Ooh, I like that one. A museum, a show. Okay, very good. Now they'll tell you. Oh, go. Now they'll tell you. Now I think if this was a little bit further on your dating, I think the comedy show would be good. But I think when you first meet, you want to talk. If it's a first date, I don't think it should be like a movie or a comedy show because you can't talk about. Even though you could chat, I guess, before and after. If you went a little early, maybe if they had a lounge area, you could sit there and chat, and then after you could. So I guess you could make it happen. I like playing games, trivia, or getting to know you type of thing. Never have I ever. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, we played that here. Bravo, congratulations. That's incredible loss, and you're doing it and doing it and doing it well. Now, who are you talking about? Did I miss something? Paul, I miss Paul. Very good, Paul. I was like, did I miss some weight loss? He's doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Go, Paul. How about that? I love that. Very good for you. Okay, thank you for that because I missed that comment. Okay. Congratulations, Paul. Love that. How are you feeling, Paul? Are you feeling good? So, we got some good ones. Art museum, the gallery, a play, a comedy show, poetry night. I like the poetry night. Pottery. When I see pottery, I think of Ghost, that movie when and Patrick was, holding her. Is that the same type of movie? Were they doing the pottery night there? Okay. Okay. Top golf. Oh, the top golf gym. That's a good one too. I love that. Definitely lunch on program. Okay, so lunch you can eat lighter. You probably might eat even breakfast. Remember, I was trying to do that during my birthday, and people were like, "Nah, we'll see you for lunch or dinner." Nobody was trying to have breakfast. But I like. Let's see. I'm single. Oh, you are single. Okay. Concert, outdoor. Is that outdoor? Are you saying outdoor movies? Bike ride? Oh, bike ride's a good one. Festival. Okay, festivals are good too because you could kind of walk and chat. You're exercising. Good ones. I love those. But I like adventures or amusement parks or even a mega game room or bowling. I was gonna say, do they have game rooms where you could go on a date type of situation? What? A concert. My daughter says a concert. What do you know about dating? A concert. Okay. So Bellflower says bowling. Yes, I like that too. Wait, I think I scrolled down too much. Wait a minute. Nicole says bowling. I love the bowling. Well, you guys have some good ones. I'm gonna have to come back to this chat. Dee Dee and fam, you're going to bed. You have a 10:30 spa massage appointment. You are so fabulous, Bev. I'm going to try to go to sleep. Have a good night. Yes. Bev. Pre-show, you could, and between sets. Okay, yes, that's what I was thinking to make it work. We used to have a place called F1 in Boston to race cars. That was fun, but you couldn't drink until after. Well, that would fit right into these GLP-1s because I know a lot of people don't even want to have a drink on these GLP-1s or can't, right? They can't even take having a drink. I do like the Top Golf. Congratulations to Paul. Yes, we love that Top Golf. All right, so JC hits us with park, fishing, hiking. You can still go out to eat. Just be mindful of where you go and what you order. Yes. Very true. I love those. Great ideas. I think of Hitch when it comes to pottery. I didn't see that whole movie, so I don't know. I didn't see that scene, but very cool. Yes. Pottery. We love that. I think that's a great idea. Of course you are, Bev, and good for you. Bev is doing that self-care. Jen, now that's kind of fun. Race car is that's the race car thing sounds fun. Okay, so what's the outdoor movie? Oh, I love that paint with the twist. Now that painting, I think that's really a good one. That is a great one because you can sit and chat. I think I've been on a date like that. It was kind of like a first, was a second date or something. We went to the painting. That paint and sip is what they call it. So I would skip the sip, but paint. So I love that. Do you guys have a paint and sip in your city? There's an after 8 to 9 p.m. 18 over the arcade. Oh, the arcade. Okay, very good. I love that. Walk on the beach. Yes, that's a good one too. I would have to really know him to feel comfortable on the beach. So, oh, in the open like that. But that's a great date. For you and your hubby, I'm sure that's probably a perfect date. Yeah, we have a Dave and Buster's. Yes, the Dave and Buster's. I forgot about Dave and Buster's. You're right. I actually take my daughter there. We actually haven't been this summer yet. I'm surprised she hasn't reminded me. But yeah, Dave and Buster's. Okay. Smooth jazz concerts are cool. I love the smooth jazz. Yes. Paint and sips. I think that's a great date. That's a great date. Thanks, Toy. We're gonna give her some confetti for reminding me. You've all had great answers, but that one I've actually done a lot of times on a date, and I think it's like a cool date. Um, you can learn a lot about the person too, sitting up there painting and let him sip and spill the beans. All right, so I'm gonna save our little game I have for next week. So it'll be like a part two. So we'll start off with a game. But before we leave, I want you guys to anything else you want to tell us? Any tips for Mel gave us that. I thought that was a great tip about the estradiol and all of that. I don't know if I can still pull up her super chat, but I thought that was yeah, I thought that was a great tip because one of the things that some of the women were telling us is when you lose weight, those pelvis bones aren't as cushioned, right? And it can be not so feeling so hot. And so Mel B hit us with the estradiol and the Vagifem. It plumps your vaginal tissues. It provides more cushion. And no one answered that. Have you guys ever heard of the more cushion for the pushing? Paul, have you heard that more cushion for the pushing? Um, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So that was a good fact that came out of here. And then also, I think most people seem like they're more confident when they've lost weight. And we've learned in this study, now this is just one little study. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot more studies coming down the pike about everything that has to do with these GLP-1s. But I think that's interesting that we learned that that it's the men. Like who knew? Who knew these men were feeling confident? These men are feeling confident. These men are ready to take on the GLP-1s. And have you guys always heard that they say, and I don't hope this doesn't come off kind of raunchy, but they say when men lose their stomach belly area, they gain inches in another area, right? So I mean, that is and I can see a man's stomach going down and him just feeling so much more confident. So I can really see that. But you said you've heard more motion in the ocean, Delilah. Yeah, that's a good one too. So yeah, so I just think these GLP-1s it's changing the dating scene, but I am so shocked that the swiping of it all. Remember we gave that fact, people they're not getting more, feeling like they're getting a lot more swipes. Like a lot of people didn't report getting more swipes. Now that surprised me because I would have thought that it would. But even in a picture, have you ever seen a picture? I've recently seen a picture of a person and the confidence in the picture was very lacking. So I think that even when you're taking pictures, you want to exude that confidence because even in a picture, we could tell if you're not that confident. And I've taken some pictures that aren't confident too, so I know what it looks like to take them. Anything else you want to share? Anybody else want to share? You guys are coming up with some more ideas. I love that. I'm going to have a lot of ideas when I go on this fine date. So I wish some of us single ladies all lived in the same area. We could go out. But actually, now that coach, not Nadia and a lot of other people will tell us that we should not that we should not what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. I had a little peekaboo over here and lost my train of thought. What was it? Geez, Louise, what was I saying? Does anybody know? Doris, thank you for the super chat. Yay. And you know what? I didn't give my thank yous out. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me start with you, Doris. Thank you so much. Then we have Mail to the B. I forgot to give Mail a super chat thanks. I just love these little super chat thanks. It reminds me of like the teacher of it all. It's like a teachery thing to do. Member, thank you for becoming a member. And I'm going to give you a super chat. Thank you as well. M to the V to the P. We got to have an MVP in our membership, don't log off. I want to tell you guys on Sunday, tomorrow I'm going to be live with Taisha. So let me see. Let me go to Taisha. Taisha and I are going to be live tomorrow in Living Color. We're going to be talking about all things related to Mounjaro, Zepbound. So come and join the conversation. We're going to have fun. We're going to be streaming live from her channel and my channel. So you can come and check us out. We are excited about that. So yeah, and this has been a planning in the making for us to go live. And then also, now I hope I'm ready because I'm ready, but I'm not ready. I'm kind of ready. But on Sunday at my what's it called? My Sunday is my weekly weigh-in, right? I'm gonna be sharing how I'm gonna bring you guys into the fold with these stocks, right? I kind of have a bigger vision in mind, and I just kind of make sure I have time to do what is envisioned in my mind. But this is like a starter thing to get everybody started, and then the people that are really serious about learning about stocks and making some money with Downsizing Diva, and legitimately, right? This is not a get quick rich scheme or whatever. I'm just going to show you guys a blueprint of what I've done. You could do something similar or not. And, and we could just grow our money together because we're a family, right? And a family that stays together, prays together. And if you can make money together and get educated together, you can do that too. So I'm going to be sharing. You can be interested or not. It's not going to hurt my feelings either way. But I'll be sharing what I'm doing, my goal on Sunday. And so, I'm feeling behind the 8 ball because every time I look at it, I feel like I want to change something with it. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be, so come on Sunday. And if you don't make it live, just catch the replay. If, like I say, if you're interested, great. If you're not, it doesn't matter. It's just something different. It's not anything related to weight loss or my channel. This is just something a little extra if people want to do it. And then how much we do with it will depend on the interest level. So we shall see. So that is on Sunday. So I will see you guys Saturday and Sunday. I was on a little break, and then I'm more than making up for it, right? So I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7. Be there or be square. All right. Thank you for participating, you guys. This was a good discussion. Sorry if your comments got deleted. I knew when we talked about this subject, it could possibly go left. Some people, comments I hear, I love that, Delilah. Stocks with Shay. Yeah, and anybody could do it. I want everybody to participate, especially in our GLP-1 community. Hopefully everybody will get involved. The people that love me, the people that don't. It's like when you're trying to make some money, it doesn't matter if you love me or not. All right, you love making some money. So that's what we're trying to do in the legit way, and this is not a get quick rich scheme. It's not. It's actually learning something. And what you're going to be learning, you could pass this on to your kids and your kids' kids and all of that. So it's going to be, hopefully, we'll see how it works out. But thank you for joining me, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7. And if you can't make it tomorrow night at 7, I'll see you Sunday at 2. And in the meantime, stay safe. And I'm sending blessings and hugs your way. Have a good night. Happy Friday night. Bye.